Hello everybody, vanburman here. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I always say that every time I do something different. Every time I do something new. But yes, it is something different today. On the screen it currently is the blog where I put up my poetry, and I'm planning on doing a series where I talk about different aspects of writing poetry and basically the point that anyone can write poetry, which I believe is true. Some people would disagree with that, I'm sure, but I honestly do believe it to be true. Okay, so if you do want to read up and check out before, because obviously this is what I'll be using as for examples and stuff, it is haplesspoetry.blogspot.co.uk. I don't know. Wait, I think that's on my main channel links. So yeah, you can find it there as well if you want a direct link. If not, you can actually just go and visit it. But this is where I put up the poetry, and hapless means oh, I've forgotten now. It's something, I guess it's like unlucky, really. Oh, damn. I'll look it up. Unfortunate. There we go. Unlucky, unfortunate. No. Ill-fated, unlucky. Yep, I was right. Never mind. So the idea is that a lot of my poetry is written through when I was after I split with my ex a couple of years ago, which is why most of the poems are between then and last year, sort of thing. But yeah, we'll talk about influences at some other point. But this is just sort of my introductory video, just explaining this. Well, I guess it's going to be a series, and also the blog itself. So my title of the blog is called "The Songbirds Sing So That Love Can Fly." Basically, that is, obviously you have songbirds that do sing, but the idea is that sort of the birds are singing, and that allows, because when the birds are singing they're perched, so they're not flying, which frees up their flying, and it allows your love to soar. So it's quite abstract, but that's poetry, really. Here we have a picture of my grandparents' place in France. I don't know why I took it, but I quite like it. It's a nice picture. So you can see last time I wrote anything was almost a year ago, just over a year ago. And this is while my current girlfriend was away, so you could probably understand that one. But then, obviously, before then, February would have been a poem about a poem. This is actually quite a good one. Actually, I can use this one. I've sort of somewhat across it. This is a poem I wrote to describe about writing poems. So this is quite a good one for introductory lesson, I think. So, firstly, we have the first line. It's always hard to explain motivation, desire, and the like. Talk about influences, similar to that. I've noticed that poems mean the most to me when I write the way I would talk. So it's basically just saying you have to be simple. It has to be sort of simple in nature to yourself, basically. They to me have far more emotion in them because of the connection between you and the poem. Not to say that they cannot and do not touch others. It's true, poetry is mainly for oneself, or for the person of which the object of that poetry is, of course, if you're writing about someone for someone. In fact, I hope that they do, but I live where so much weighs heavy on me. I blame, persecute myself, don't give myself second chances, torture myself at my ignorance of those things I didn't know. Yeah, that's quite personal to me, so that's not really about writing a poem, but they're my influences, in fact. Still, the rest of this is actually as well. And the idea is that I can go back and read poetry, and one of the things it does is it summons the emotion that you felt when writing that poetry. And it's a really strange, powerful thing, honestly. Obviously, a lot of my poetry is about love, really, and companionship. You can write poetry about whatever you want to write about, of course, but It's always crazy how it feels when it is actually written with pure emotion. So here we have, could I have helped if I'd have been there, it's still hard to accept. Then we get to my emotions on love, another factor of course. Been hurt, been down so low at the bottom of the pit. It helps to write as you would, a release of it even if it is slight. Self-explanatory, I think. Still it helps me, I just want to do what I can to help. Those words mean a lot. She said she'd marry, never did. I said I'd love forever, still do. She changed, but I remain the same. Believe me when I say that I would move the heavens and earth to see her happy. No matter what, I'll be there to try, and if I'm allowed, I'll help. There's no glorious purpose in life, only what you deem to be fitting, and it fits me well. So, yes, anyone can write poetry. Anyone can write poetry. Takes motivation, takes a subject of that poem, and it takes you actually trying as well. Sitting down in front of a keyboard like I did. Very few of them are actually handwritten, although even though I do prefer handwriting over actual writing on a computer. But you know, I mean, I think it's been a good introductory thing. If you have any specific topics you want me to talk about in terms of poetry, or if you want me to critically analyse a poem so you can understand each little strand and thread of where it's come from, then I will do that. Obviously, this is a bit more of a personal series because it is taking a lot from my past, stuff which I didn't think I would put up on Facebook, but YouTube. I'm tired. And really it's just, I suppose, about me sharing the different sides that I have, the different stuff that I do with you guys. I mean, it's not just games. And at the end of the day, I guess my channel is the home of RPG, but the reason is because I'm really just after a good story. And good RPGs, or amazing RPGs, have that story and have the development and all that sort of stuff. And really, poetry is one of the forms of story, one of the essences of a story. So, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this series. If you do like it, please leave a like, I guess. And if you, as I say, if you have any specific topics you want me to talk about, then please do. If you feel like going away and reading some of the poetry, you are obviously more than welcome. And any questions on any specific piece of poetry, I will answer as well. But I presume they'll probably be covered as time goes on. But anyway, guys, thank you much for watching, and I will see you on the next episode. Goodbye.